Okay, today we're going to install a set of ladder racks that we sell. It's their 1x2 heavy-duty aluminum. The 1x2 mill finish is measured here, and it has the 1x1 supports. In the package of ladder racks, you're going to get two lefts and two rights. You're going to get two center supports, which are these right here, and then your instructions. Just kind of lay everything out so that you have everything you need. And when you lay these out, you're going to want to make sure that this tab here is facing to the back. As you can see there, that's going to attach on there like that. It is going to require a little bit of cutting right here on this hinge. So we're going to mark that here in a little bit, but that does get cut out to clear that with this style of rack. And then the center support, when you put it on, it will mount like that with the rack facing to the inside. When you start here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to center this, find the center of the cap. So we're going to just assume that the brake light was centered from factory. And that brake light measures 9.5 inches, so that'll give us 4 3/4 inches to center. So we'll mark that there. That's what we're going with for center. The supports here are 12 inches, so the center of that will be 6. We're going to measure and mark that right there. That's center. Whoops. There you go. That's center. So now we have center. We're going to line this up, and this will be our center of our support. You're going to want to get some screws. We don't typically include screws at this time. We may, but the reason being, as depending on what you mount these on, you're going to require different screws. Some people bolt them on. Some people use different screws for different applications. Use these racks for different applications. But for this application, we're going to use a number 10 screw, self-tapping screw, and 1 inch long. That should get us into the through the plastic screw cover, down in through the thick aluminum, and into the support underneath there, without going through the other side. We're going to put on these, I like to put 2 on each side. So you have a screw here, and then on the other side of the center with a screw here and screw here. So we'll go ahead and we'll screw that in right now, and we'll start with that. Okay, we've got the center support screwed onto the truck top, and then we're going to do the uprights on the sides here next. These are universal, so these may very well be too long in the center. This one is not going to be. As you can see, it does not reach the center. A lot of times these will be longer. Like I say, it's a mini truck or a mid-sized truck. These will be beyond the center, so you'll need to cut them down to length so that they still fit inside here without going over center. Just remember that if they're 3 inches too long that you cut, you want to make sure you cut the equal amount on both sides. So if they're 3 inches too wide, you're going to want to cut 1.5 inches off each one, so that you still end up close to center on this this upright. We're going to go ahead and slide this in here right now, because the first thing we got to do is we got to measure where exactly we got to cut this here. So going at this point, it looks pretty good, lining this up with the edge here. And we're going to go ahead and mark this right there to cut that, to clear this upright. We're gonna go ahead and do the same with the other side. Slide this one in. Okay, so we got that lined up where we want that, and then we've marked the black trim panel there to what we've got to notch out. So let me go ahead and cut that, and we'll come back. Okay, we've now cut the corners out. We've notched those out on both sides to accept this the side pieces. We'll slide that in there. Now, typically on not all the capsule you'll have to notch this unless it has the doors on the side like this one does. Now these don't exactly match up on angle here, but that's okay because this is designed to flex when you put the screws in, and that'll still give support for that. Put the other one in on this side. And then we got, let me slide that. Sometimes you got, there we go, pop it in there, and then we got this side notched out to clear that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple screws in that, and we're going to put 3 screws here, one here, one here, one here. Go ahead and screw that in, and we'll be back. Okay, we've got the screws in right there. 3 screws here. We've put the 4 screws across here, and now we've got the 3 screws over here. As you can see, when they originally started, these were not quite at the right angle, but they will pull down like they're supposed to. And then these are very rigid now. These won't go anywhere. Sometimes people like to put a screw or 2 to hold these there, but these won't slide out. I mean, even if you're pulling on here, I can move the whole top. These aren't going anywhere. But if it makes you feel a little better, you're more, put a screw in the back side just to hold it all together, but it's not necessary. That's what it looks like. That's what they should look like when they're done. You just repeat the same thing on the front. And we're gonna go do that now. Okay, now we've got them both installed on the front, up there. And then obviously, and then the ones we did back here on the back. They're super rigid. These are rated at 400 pounds. They'll probably carry a lot more than that. But you can see these are going to handle basically whatever you're going to put on there. So they are. These will be a link to these below for our website, so you can buy these online. We carry the 1x2, which is what you have here. They come in the mill finish and the black finish, which would be a black finish like this here. And then they do a 1x1. So the 1x1 is for the lighter weight caps, or if you just don't really need a lot of weight capacity. And they're shaped a little bit differently. They are curved here, so you could have, on the 1x1s, you can adjust that to make it fit more straight. But the 1x2s are designed here so that they'll flex here to do what you want to do. So below is a link to these. You can click on that link, purchase those online. Thanks for watching.